Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go live without the countdown going, so here we go. Well, hello everybody. I hope you're having a good afternoon, better than mine, because my countdown wouldn't work. I couldn't figure it out, and yeah, I saw it was stuck at 3:33. Hey, that might be maybe that's something good. Maybe it means something good. But anyway, hey, Gerald Madden, he's on with us. Says, hello, Thunder and Snow Buddies. Hope all is well. Bring on the snow. Gerald, I have started the editing, but I have not completed it yet on those Christmas greetings, but they're looking good. Linda McElrath says, happy 1 week till Christmas Day, everybody. Gosh, I can't believe it's coming so fast. Andrea Cook says, hi, Snow Buddies and Thunder Buddies. Hi, David and Mark. Hope everyone is well. Mark is not with me today. He's out with a sickness in the family. He's getting it taken care of. All is well. It's nothing serious, but his wife's needing his help, so he is assisting her at the moment. But anyway, yeah, Rick Houchins, I don't know why it wouldn't. I even had Shane on the phone. We couldn't figure out why it wasn't going. I guess it's some of my stupidity here. I'm about one Fruit Loop shy of a full bowl of cereal sometimes. And so anyway, but we're here. We're on, and hopefully everything's going to go well from this point forward. Boy, hadn't it been a nice afternoon, but it was a miserable day yesterday and last night. We had rain and thunder and all kinds of things. I tell you, I actually measured around a little over 4 inches of rain in my rain gauge over the last 3 days. I think 2 inches of it came last night during the night. I know a lot of Linda McElrath, she's laughing at me. All right, everybody get on her. She's laughing at me. Andrea Cook says prayers. I appreciate that, Andrea. Mary, she says, hi, David. Hi, everyone. All my usual friends are on here. I just love you guys. It's nice to, at least if you're out here doing something on your own, you've got friends out there supporting you. Hi, Lisa Diane Sylvie. She's over on the Weather and Wisdom Facebook page watching us, and she says, hello, David, Mark, and Thunder Buddies. Well, let's just, as you can see, the radar, most of the rain has moved off to the east over in eastern Tennessee. I was looking at the Irwin, Tennessee. It's socked in with clouds. Let's see if we can still get it where it shows up. Well, it's not as bad as it was just a little while ago. I mean, it was completely foggy. Well, you can still see the fog moving off, but looks like it's starting to clear out some. But that's Irwin, Tennessee down below. Traffic seems to be moving good on the interstate down here. So anyway, we're looking out in the mountains. I think they're finally starting to clear out. It's 47 degrees there. But then if we go over to Burnside, North Carolina, Burnsville, North Carolina, it's a beautiful evening out there. It's I'm not sure. I guess that's Burnsville right there, but this is in the mountains as well, not too far from Irwin. Got your golf course. This is a little airstrip here. It's kind of an unusual place, but it's got a nice view. But it's 60 degrees, so it's a lot warmer there. And I suppose they're on the opposite side of the front, so that front's probably right between the two of them right here. And that's why there's such a difference in the temperatures. But as you can see, most of the last of the rain starting to move on off into eastern Tennessee, and we'll be out of here probably by midnight over there, while we are now under clear skies. Let's look back here at UT Martin. If we come on, UT Martin, where'd you go? Okay, well, let's try, let's see here. Let's see if this is Dexter, Missouri. No, Bell City, Missouri. Okay, you can see how clear the skies are back in Missouri. Beautiful evening out there. It's coolish, 47 degrees, but not cold like it could be. Try UT Martin again. It was just up there. It is. Yeah, so this is pretty much how it looks all across our region right now. The sun's going on down. It's been a long day, seems like. I don't know. I've been working on these Christmas things. We're trying to get together some things. Some of the folks you guys know, like Mermaid Cakes, our friend Jessica and her husband Gerald have come in. We've got them wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. We're going to run it all as a Christmas special. Probably, if I can get it edited, we may start running it in the next couple of days, but certainly we'll be running it most all of Christmas Day. We are going to try to do a update during the day on Christmas. I don't think we'll be in here too long, but we'll come in and look at everything and see how it looks. We don't look good at having a white Christmas this year. I wish I could tell you guys different, but I've been looking at the models and looking at them, and I just can't seem to get it. But I can tell you it's going to seem kind of mild, kind of like this right now. It's not going to be cold, not going to be hot. It's just going to be kind of like this, like we've had today. And now we're going to get really cold over the weekend as some Arctic air does manage to get in here, but it's not going to last too long. We have no blocking to hold it in place. So the North Atlantic Oscillation is not going to be in negative mode. So therefore, cold air comes in and the cold air moves out. But after the holidays, after Christmas, get through hammock week going into the first of the year, I do see a chance for some white stuff, and I see a real turn towards colder weather really for most of the month of January. That's when our winter is really going to get underway, and that's what I'm expecting. And I see nothing that's going to change my mind about that at this point, but several other of the weather scientists, I'm tending to agree with them. They're seeing similar things, so we'll see how that plays out. I just want you to know, though, that I really want some snow cream. So maybe we'll get some this year. We'll see. And but I'm glad to see everyone doing well and happy. And it's a stressful time of year with the holidays like this. I'll tell you the truth. You have to remember the reason for the season. If it wasn't for that, I kind of be glad when they're over with. But it is a good time to stop and reflect on why we have the Christmas season. You know what? I don't have any lights on. Do I look okay to you guys? Because none of my studio lights are on. I could. Let me see if this will do anything. Hold on. Uh-oh. Maybe this one. Oh, I got one. Whew. I don't know. That's a little bit much. I kind of liked it better with them off. Is that? I don't know. Ooh, good grief. Yeah, that's better. I think I'll just turn them off. There we go. I think that looks all right if you guys do. Andrea, she's always so nice. She says, I look fine. Thank you so much. Heather Clay says, hiya, Mark and David. And Alicia Maxwell, hi, David and Weather Buddies. You guys are really nice, and I can't wait for you guys to see some of these Christmas greetings, and especially to see Jessica and Gerald Madden's house. Oh my goodness. You'll feel sorry for Gerald. She really has had him working, but I tell you what, it is a work of art, and you can almost see the glow off in North Christian. You look north, that's her house, because she's really got it lit up good, and but it's nice to see the Christmas spirit out there, and people have a good time trying to decorate and making everything look nice. And it's nice. And Jackie Mattis, hi Jackie. She says, hey David and Thunder Buddies. By the way, we do have major progress in the work on our online store. It is probably going to change names. Right now you're on the dpww.shop, and it's going to probably go into a different name. We're working on that right now, and it's going to be, I've seen some of the shirts going to be available. You guys are going to love it. You're going to love it. I know you are. You're going to save some of your Christmas money and order some shirts off our online store, because you're going to love this. But anyway, and good prices. I'm really surprised. Debbie D. Marcellus Hoover says, hi, David, and Merry Christmas. She's watching over on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page, which we're simulcasting on. But anyway, this is the midweek update. And I don't see any reason that we would have to do an additional update until probably Sunday, our normal Sunday update. But anyway, let's take a look at things. I do want to, let me get up everything I need before I mess this all up. But what I want to do is show you the accumulated amount of precip we've gotten in the last 24 hours. This is, you see, this is Kentucky right here. And if you look, you can see some red in there, and that red is right around 2 inches, and this is the last 24 hours, so it's about right. We got some pretty hefty rains, and the stripe was right along Boot Hill, Missouri, up into western Kentucky, and on up through Land Between the Lakes into, looks like maybe Greenville got some pretty heavy rains, Muhlenberg County. So, but everybody got their fair share of rain, so we don't have any dry issues to worry about. As far as the forecast and what we can expect, let's take a look at the GFS model. It looks like they have just about got it completed. So I haven't seen this. It's just came out. This is the latest run, and we'll move forward. This is at 6 p.m. I guess this is the 18th, isn't it? Is this the 18th? Yes, it is. I have to look at my computer down here and tell me. So here we go. Again, bear in mind, this is the 540 line. This is your freezing line right here. But look at this storm right here. It's really winding up, and they carried on off to the north of us. So that's, I don't know. That's kind of a, this kind of looks a little unusual to me, but you know, it's hard to argue with it this close. I mean, it's not that far out. So yeah, looks like areas up here to the north with this northwesterly flow may get a little bit of snow off the lake effects. I don't think we'll see anything out of it, but we can watch and see. This cold is really in here. This is on at noon on the 20th. And let's see, this is the 18th. This would be Friday, looks like. That is the 20th is Friday, isn't it? I think. Well, anyway, whatever day the 20th is, this is what it's going to look like. We'll keep going, and then we get into the 21st. Still got the cold area and over our area right here, as you can see. Most of Kentucky. We've got some snow over in eastern Kentucky. That is the lake effect snow. This is still the thing that's troubled me a little bit. This is Alberta. This looks like an Alberta clipper. Normally, it would come diving right on in here to us and bring us a chance for snow like we did here a while back, but it doesn't look like it's going to do that. They want to carry it on off to the north of us. It just kind of dissipates it. Still in the cold air on the 22nd, leading up to Christmas week. And let's just see what happens here. Got to move this on a little forward. This is the 23rd. Again, no real cold air over us or anything, but it's not hot either. So I guess that's a good thing. And then here's at noon. On the 23rd, we got another round of showers coming in. This is on Christmas Eve. You know, it looks like Santa is going to have his rain boots or galoshes with him. I think we're going to get some pretty good rain. And here we go again. This is on 6 a.m. on Christmas Eve. And then here's noon Christmas Eve. And if you look at this back here into Texas, let's hope this dissipates. We don't want any severe weather for anybody on Christmas if we can help it. So here it is, Christmas Day. Eastern Texas is getting some pretty heavy storms. That's about the only worst of it. We got a snowstorm building back here in the Rockies, but that's normal. Cold air is well off up in the canyon. You look at this right here. This is an unusual thing because it looks like this warm air is going all the way up into Canada. And that would mean that something is in the works. Now, I did see where the La Nina is forming up now. I thought it had already formed up and then dissipated, but evidently it's formed up again. Yeah, Jackie, there are going to be sweatshirts. I did see those. So we're going to have a wide variety of shirts. It's sweatshirts, pullovers, hoodies, you name it. If we don't have it, you don't need it. So anyway, but yeah, you're going to have some nice stuff on there. I have seen it. It is going to be nice. Thank you for the Merry Christmas, Debbie. We appreciate that. Mike Bynum, hey, how you doing, buddy? He says, hello, Thunder Buddies, and to me, and I appreciate that. Okay, Andrea says Wednesday is the 25th. Okay, so this is next Wednesday we're looking at. Then at 6 a.m., it looks like the rain's holding off a little bit, but then it's going to have to finally come through, but it kind of dissipates. This is on the 26th. But this right here looks like a resurgence of cold air. I'll explain some things a little further as we get on into this a little bit. We're going to go on a little forward here. This is the 27th, and man, we start getting another pretty good round of rain. Probably some heavy rain. Now, remember, I told you that we were going to get some serious cold about the first part of January, going into the New Year's Day and everything. This is ahead of that cold air. And this is why it looks like we've got some storms. And anytime you got cold air coming against warmer air, yeah, you're going to get some serious weather. So we'll watch it. Hopefully it will not be too serious. This is a good ways out, a week out, or a little over a week out. So here's the 27th at noon. and it still is moving. Now, this one right here is what looks a little bit more troubling. This is the main push of cold air. As you can see, there's a lot of cold air coming back here, pushing ahead into the warm air, and we've got plenty of moisture return coming up out of the Gulf. Yeah, we're going to have to worry a little bit about some severe weather here at this particular part of the forecast. This is going into the 29th. There's noon on the 29th. We should be well into some serious weather. Big storms in our area at that time, pretty much covering all of western Kentucky and western Tennessee, maybe even up into parts of southern Indiana and back down into northern Mississippi. So, yeah, that's going to bear watching. So let's hope it's not going to be too bad. But you know what? While we're talking about this, I forgot to pay our bills last time, of my sponsors, but this is possibility of severe weather. And so we do happen to have a sponsor that can help you, but you need to call them soon because they're not going to make it in time for the holidays, I don't imagine. But take a look at what they got here.
What would you do when severe storms with tornadoes threaten you and your family? If you have planned properly, you will have a storm shelter nearby that is strong, safe, and will save your family's life. Mid-South storm shelters provide just that. They blend well with the landscape and are proven lifesavers. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020.
And those guys really know how to build a storm shelter. And we'll get back to the models, but I did want to talk to you guys about that. Lynn McElrath said she saw an I Love David Powell ceramic mug on the shop site. And then next time I went on there, I didn't see it. Was it taken down? No, it's sold out. Can you believe it? I can't believe people would buy that. But I guess some people like me. I don't know. But it's going to be back. I'm looking at getting some that are a little less expensive, maybe some of the plastic coffee mugs that you can get. And so I do have that, will be coming up very soon. All this is going to take place, I'd like to say it's all going to be on before the holidays, but it will be on shortly thereafter, if not before it. And so I'm making some preparations to. You're going to see a name change, but yeah, it'll be on there eventually. Thank you, Barbara, for the Merry Christmas. She's watching over on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom page. Let's get back to our sponsors real quick. I do want to remind you that big sponsor we have is Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing at 270-707-ROOF. Hey, with all the rain we've had, if you've got some roofing problems, you ought to know it by now. So you need to give old Michael a call there at 270-707-ROOF. He won't charge you to talk to you. So give him a call. Ask him the questions you need to know about your roof, and then he can tell you and guide you in the right direction. He also owns Lakeside Campground Marina. There's a website. Visit lakesidecampground.com. We do have a commercial, but, I don't know if you want to watch a commercial of beautiful sunny days and fishing and stuff here in the wintertime. But we'll get back to it. We're also going to have something coming on Michael pretty soon. And we don't want to forget our good friend, Katie Moyer, over at Kentucky Hemp Works. And she does have some nice salve. If you haven't tried this, oh my gosh, you've got to try it. Here it comes.
Anytime my aches and pains act up, I always reach for Kentucky Hemp Works Hemp Root Salve. It's easy to use. Just rub it on the affected areas and you will soon notice big relief. You can use it as a moisturizing lip balm or ointment that heals and protects your lips during adverse weather conditions and helps with preventing chapped lips. This amazing Kentucky Hemp Works salve is available in our online store at dpww.shop. Order today.
And let's get back to our models. But that salve that she's got is absolutely amazing. If you have aches and pains, I would highly recommend you take a look at it because it does really good. So this is the model for noon on the 29th of December, and it does look like we're looking at some heavy rain. It does come on through, is into probably east of the area by evening, which is a good thing. And then we got cold air trying to slip on down. We got a big low pressure up here. Do we get something sliding down here behind it? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But you can see now a general turn towards colder air back here to the north and west. we will see how this all plays out, and I'll show you why this is changing in just a moment. And here we are. This is on December 30th. Let's see, this is 30 days, has September, April, June, and November. Okay, so December has 31 days, I think. Yeah, there it is. This is New Year's Eve right here. So this is at midnight, New Year's Eve. Again, the cold air is knocking on our door, and that's all the run that we have on that. So it gives you an idea about that, what we're looking at. Again, this is just a model run. It may change. I'm sure it will change between now and December 31st. So we'll see. We'll see if there's still any chance of any snow anywhere out there to be found. In the meantime, let's take a look here at Zoom Earth. This is always one of my favorite things to go to. I love going into this, seeing the satellite. This is a live satellite picture. Let me go ahead and put it into motion. And here we go. Get it up to date right about there. This was just a few minutes ago, but as you can see, still got this area of cloudiness. It is departing the area, and then the next thing we have a La Nina forming down here in the eastern Pacific. Now, if you looked at my winter outlook, it was hinging partly on the formation of that La Nina. It's forming a little later than I expected, which is why we have a little bit milder conditions in December than what I was expecting. But it will have the same net effect and bringing those rapid fire storms in every couple of 3 days. And as we get into into January, and that could have some ramifications on what we're going to experience as far as snowfall goes. Excuse me just a minute here now. This is the Pacific. You can see there's another storm here, another storm here. Let's see, I believe this is the polar vortex. I mean, not polar vortex. This is the Aleutian Low. And we got a storm back here. So there's several storms out there, and you can see them a little bit better in the wind fields. There's the Aleutian Low right there, still up here. It's been hanging around there pretty much most of the, ever since spring. And that is what's caused us to not have a drought. We kept getting these little impulses coming in every few days. Every now and then it would shut it off, and the rain would dry up for a while, but then it would come back. Here's another storm right here getting ready to come in. There's one right there, another one back here. So you can see that we're still got storms coming at us, and they will continue. But what we're going to see here is a little bit of a change up here. There's the current storm I showed you that was developing over in Alberta that's actually going to come over and just dissipate according to the models. But we want to watch this area up here. In fact, let's go to temperatures. Okay, we've got a lot of cold air. I mean, it is some kind of big-time cold air. I saw one place up here, there was 30 degrees below zero right there in Northwest Territories. You go back over towards Alaska, 35 below there, just northeast of Fairbanks. And here's, gosh, I could have swore I saw a 53 below right there north of Yukon. There's some bitter cold up here. But this area is going to warm up. You know, I told you there's going to be some southwesterly flow setting up, as you saw in the models. And that's going to throw the warmer air all the way up into here. Now, when I say warm air, it's far from warm. It's going to be far from warm up here at all. It's going to be above average is the way to put it. It could still be below zero, be above average, just not quite as below zero, if that makes any sense. But I think we're going to have a little bit of a polar vortex setting up over Hudson Bay. And so I think all this is the Arctic getting ready to reload as we go into the winter months. I think we'll see some seriously cold air building up, and with that La Nina forming, that normally in the Eastern Pacific usually means we would get a negative NAO, negative North Atlantic oscillation. And boy, this air up here, there's 57 below here, 58. I'm looking for C. I did see at one time there was 80 below zero up there. It doesn't look like it has quite that cold, but now that's some cold air over Greenland. And I wish I could show you the whole North Pole. And you can see there's plenty of cold air to go around. So all this is going to do is just modify a little bit up in this part of the country right here, part of the continent. And in preparation of that the Aleutian Low rotating, hitting this area up in here with a sudden stratospheric warming event, and then here we go, all over again. The Arctic will come in, and I think we'll get some Arctic air as we go into the first part of January, and that will be some cold air, probably the coldest air so far this season. We'll see. Hi, Donna. Donna's jumped in with us, and Joycelyn Wallentine just jumping on. Is everything looking okay? Nothing severe? Nothing severe. And I tried to keep everybody posted when all that stuff was going on last night through my Facebook page. And, yeah, it sounded a little worse than what it actually was. But I wasn't too worried about any of it. I know some of you were, but we were okay. We did good. Mary Vorvis says, yep, cold in Nunavut. Again, near Hudson Bay, minus 35. So that shows you that cold air is up there, and it is going to eventually play a part in our weather as time goes by. Judy Walton Newton is saying hello, and everyone else to me and everyone else up on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. I appreciate everyone that's joined on with us. Let's look at the temperature forecast. This is the College DuPage. And this goes through, you can see it moving pretty fast. This is January. There it is, January 1st. And you can see there's the cold air. I mean, it's going to get some serious cold. Let me see if I can slow this down just a little bit. Stop. All right, well, maybe I can make it go. Ooh. All right, let's see what I did. Maybe I screwed it up. No, I didn't. It's just got the SQT. Let's go back over here. Here we go. And again, this is the temperatures. I'm carrying it a little bit easier now. This is January 3rd. Our highs, look at there, 28, 29 degrees right there. Winds out of the north, and the cold air is still coming. This is just the start of it. So that gives you an idea of how cold it's going to get once we hit January. And I don't see much let up. In fact, it gets colder. Now, this jumps back to today, and then we go forward. You can see how the temperatures kind of go up and down. This is tomorrow, and then we go back up a little, and then we're going to go back down some. This would be Friday. Remember me telling you about those showers coming in on Friday? Well, here we go. This is why there's cold air coming in. Then we kind of hang around into the 30s right there for Saturday, low 30s, and we're going to go back up here shortly as we go into the 21st. There it is. It's going to be up and down, but it is going to be a little colder than usual. I mean, it just seems like, in fact, since I looked at this earlier, this is trending the temperatures downward a little bit. So let's see what it does as we go up to Christmas. There we're coming back up again. Now we're going back down. These up and down temperatures, but you know what? This gets fairly warm. It's highs in the mid-40s. This is on Monday, the 23rd. Let's keep going. This is Christmas Eve. Highs in the 40s. Well, that's better than 60 and 70, I guess. I don't like a warm Christmas. It needs to be cold. At least it feels like Christmas anyway. So anyway, we'll see. And then again, we go up into looks like into low 50s there on, let's see, I would say that's around 6 p.m. on the 25th. And then we go cold again, then back up a little on the 26th. And here's the cold getting ready to pounce in on us as we get on into hammock week. And here's the 27th. And you can see just off to our southwest, man, it's starting to get really warm. 60 some odd degrees there. Remember we talked about the potential severe weather on the 29th? And here's why. Look how warm it is. 63 degrees over our area of western Kentucky. And this is ahead of that cold that's coming. Wow. You know, I really don't like seeing that. That is not a good thing. So let's hope it doesn't materialize the way it looks. Here's the 29th. We're dropping back down again. And then there's the cold moving on in. This is on the 30th. And we're about to say bye-bye to the warmer temperatures. Probably after this point forward. This is the New Year's Eve. And here we go. From here on, it's just going to get colder and colder and colder. Can we get a storm to come up here at this time too? Maybe right along this boundary? It's possible. And if we do that, then yeah, we could be looking at some serious, maybe some wintertime weather. We'll see. Let's go over to look at the. This is a look at the Arctic Circle. This is actually a look at the North Pole. The center right here is the North Pole. I just found this. I thought, that's kind of neat. It just kind of shows you the weather patterns as it moves around. You've got little storms and everything. So we're not done with storms. And like I said, I think all we're seeing is that the Arctic is going to reload during this mild period to give us some serious cold weather as we go into, January and February. We will see. All that's something we're going to have to watch. Anita Wright, hi. She says, good evening. Donna Lord says, some of the thunder was really booming, rattled her house. And there was a couple of those things that really did seem to rattle everything a little bit. Here we go again. This is another shot of the Aleutian Low as it moves around up here in the Aleutian Islands. And it's just a different angle of it all. So you can see, but we've got some warm waters up here in the Gulf of Alaska. If you want snowfall, you need those warm waters. So we will see. It's just one of those things we've got to watch. We're looking on out, but I don't see a whole lot of winter weather until we get up till near the first of the year. And that's not too far off now. What is it? 10 days now? 10 days, I guess. So anyway. All right, we're back on our radar. I hope I've answered everybody's question and try to make it clear as mud. I tell you, I'm not used to running this by myself, but it's kind of nice spending some time with you guys. I'm enjoying talking to you and seeing you all here with me. Let's see here. Anybody got any questions? I did get some more questions about some mugs and shirts, so I wish I had transferred some of that over where I could show you on here what we're looking at, because you're going to say, oh my goodness, I can't wait. Yeah, I know you're going to want to place orders ahead of time, I know, but give it some time. Perfection has to be done right or it's not any good. So we're going to keep on doing the best we can by it. I did go out and take I do want to show you one other camera. We've been following Spirit Lake up in Iowa, but you got to see this. It has changed dramatically. Last time we looked at it, didn't have, it had ice on it, but it wasn't real thick. Take a look at this. They've gotten some snow. We've got snow-covered lake. It's got iced over and everything, and the temperature is 25 degrees. So, yeah, that's going to be, it won't be too long. If those temperatures stay like that, I didn't realize that part of Iowa stayed so cold so much. But anyway, let's see. Patricia Fuller's giving me some Santa signals over on the Facebook page at Weather and Wisdom. And hi, Linda. Linda says she's going to keep a close watch on the shop. I will promise you I will announce it as soon as it becomes available. And that product gets on there. It's going to be really, really, really nice. And I'm looking forward to it. I want to take real quick. I'll show you Mount Shasta. They kind of were looking at the ground. Let me see if they changed it any. No, but they did get some fresh snow, it looked like, and that's kind of melted off. It's 56 degrees there, so no real traffic issues. But if they would just raise the cameras, I'd love to see the snow. It may be that a storm blew it, angled down a little bit. So I'm sure once they discover it, they'll raise it back up, and maybe we'll get to see the scenic mountain again. But haven't seen anything new on the cameras out there. Just looking down here along the Gulf Coast. Nothing really going on there. A little bit of rain and showers down around Fort Lauderdale. But other than that, just this line of showers here moving on through. And it's not a lot. It's just a little bit of hefty rain at times. But it's almost over for us. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let's see here. Yeah, Linda McGarrett says, yeah, I'm like you, wish we could see the mountain. I think they will put it back. They may not realize that it's off. So we'll see. Let's take a real quick look, see if I can find anything here on the elevator cam. And there's some problem with these cameras where this advertisement jumps up there like that, and that's not really supposed to do that. It doesn't show up on my normal feed, but just when we put it over here on this, it does this. Let me see if there's anything else up that we can see. Everything's kind of screwy here, so let's just get back on the regular stuff. So anyway, everybody, I do appreciate you joining me. Hope I didn't bore you too bad. Be sure and subscribe, join the tribe, and subscribe to this channel. It really helps us a lot. We do need the subscriptions because that's what YouTube pays us by, the number of subscriptions we have and the number of likes. So if you don't want to subscribe, at least hit like and notifications so you can tell when we're going to be on again. What the subscriptions does, they may ask you for an email address, and that is nothing that you won't hear from them again. And in fact, you only have to send it to them one time, and you're permanently subscribed or permanently able to subscribe anywhere on there without your email. But they do that to make sure you're a real person. And I guess there's some people out there who try to cheat them and tell them, oh, we got this many subscribers, when in reality they don't. And so that's why they ask you for your email. You won't hear from them. They don't cost you anything. Just subscribe and join the tribe. So everyone have a good rest of the week. I care about you and I appreciate you. And if anything else comes up, I'll be on here watching out for you. So take care of yourselves. And I guess I'll see you Sunday, if not before then. See you later.